fam, it's your girl Marsha J from Weekends with Marsha J and Jesse right here on Yumi Radio Saturdays at 8 a.m. This week in the streets, we're going to be talking about emotional cheating versus physical cheating. What are the misconceptions? Let's lean in.
I think one of the misconceptions is with emotional cheating, people may not think of it as doing any harm, and they may realize that it's just to fulfill emotionally what their other partner is lacking in. But it is doing harm because you're mentally losing yourself, that connection with that person. And if you start to build that connection emotionally with someone else, eventually that can turn into a physical attraction and may lead you to physically cheating.
Man, them afraid to respond, Marsha. Oh, God.
Alright, so I think major misconceptions with the emotional cheating is that it won't get physical after a time, which, is a misconception. Another one, there are no strings attached when you emotionally cheat. But of course, that's not the case because we always get attached, or persons always get attached. For the physical cheating, it can be done to get rid of present issues one is facing. So you basically physically cheat because you think that will basically get rid of the issues that you're facing currently. And another one, no emotional attachment will come from physically cheating, which of course is a misconception.
Yes, pleasant good evening. For me, I don't feel there should be a misconception on the topic of cheating with whether physical or emotional, because there's a difference. Because emotional cheating is whereas you get involved with somebody, or it involves you talking to somebody that is involved with somebody else. Yeah. Whereas physical cheating is you actually getting intimately involved with someone, whereas it involves kissing and as such like that. So it wouldn't not necessarily be the same.
Hey, bro. Yeah, man. Bottom line, cheating is cheating. Whether you want to be emotional or physical, cheating is cheating because you need to communicate with your spouse and talk about where your relationship is or at, or where it should be. And if both of you can come to a mutual agreement, then just let it go. Like Frozen, let it go.
Alright. In both situations, it is would seen as a sense of misconduct. Emotional cheating, I think, is a lot worse. A lot worse in the sense that it brings a lot more connection to that person than that would be able to basically separate you emotionally from your main spouse. Those situations can be very dangerous because then the other person might feel like they have more say than your actual spouse. So I feel that emotional cheating for me would be worse than the physical cheating. Not saying that both of them are in any way case okay, but if you were to categorize the significance of both acts, I would say emotional cheating would be a lot more worse. Misconceptions would be that because in emotional cheating you might not have a physical or a sexual relationship with the person, you could have a strong emotional connect where that person you would basically do anything for that person. Now with that, it can have a lot more emotional wedge that can drive between you and your actual spouse. Whereas physical, on a man's perspective, a man can physically cheat but they're not emotionally attached. So some persons might say that emotional cheating because they're not physically doing anything, even though some case it can involve that. They feel like because I'm not physically cheating, nothing is wrong if they are close to somebody because they are just friends. But in essence, it actually is a lot more dangerous than it would for the other part, for the other aspect which doesn't have an emotional attachment. So I would say misconception on that would be that persons believe that because they might not be a physical intimacy, they feel that it's okay to be emotionally connected with a person, especially on the level where the partner is not aware of it. So I would say emotional for me would be worse, definitely worse. But nonetheless, both aspects would be a deterrent factor in a relationship issue.
Okay, so misconceptions of emotional cheating as physical cheating. Okay, so misconceptions of emotional cheating as physical cheating. One misconception I would say is that some people believe they have done nothing wrong because there's nothing physical, it's just emotional. Another misconception is some persons also see it as being nothing wrong in that they're simply just venting anger, or they can't talk to the partner, so they turn emotionally to someone else, so they don't see anything wrong with it. And again, we come back to they didn't physically do anything, so they don't see anything wrong. I think those are the only two that I know.
Okay, I was saying that cheating is really a broad topic, and I think sometimes we think that cheating is just the physical part where the both persons are together with each other. But it really starts from in the mind, because sometimes a person can actually be cheating without doing the physical thing, and the other party totally unaware that this person lust after them in the mind. And they're lusting after the person, but they must say, they say, true, I just in the mind, and they're not doing nothing with the person, or they're not put no talk to the person, then they're not really cheat.
So you're saying that to cheat, it doesn't need two persons, just need one person to start.
Because the fact let's say that I am married, and then I start to lust after somebody else, and another man. That's a cheating, because the Bible itself, when Jesus said that, then he said from the thought coming in your mind, you commit the sin. Because that's where sin is conceived from, your thoughts. That's why the Bible says a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Because the person that built the bench, he had a thought. I think the emotional one, eventually, if it is going to lead to the physical. So the way you say the physical is the sex, it all leads to that.
Misconceptions with emotional cheating versus physical cheating. I think one of the biggest misconception is that emotional cheating doesn't count, but it does, because emotions speak to your heart and your heart and your mind, or your emotions, how you're feeling about the person. So if you're exhibiting these feelings towards somebody else, you're robbing your partner of that part of you. I think that hurts more than physical cheating, because physical cheating may just be a one time, oh, I have an urge and try to feed the need, and that usually comes with a sense of guilt soon after. But emotional cheating is a choice. It's something that you have thought about, something you have decided to do, and you have moved whatever feelings you have towards one person and placed it in another. So you basically check out of the relationship then.